This block is finally done, and I'm going to go to the next block, but first I've got to take these tracks off. Now, removing the tracks is so much easier than putting them on. All I've got to do is undo these links, take them out, drive forwards, roll the tracks off, do it on all 4 of them, and we're good to go. The only downside is I normally use this Milwaukee right angle impact wrench, and it is perfect for getting these links off, but I'm missing something. I may have left the battery on the charger last night. So we're going to the next method. 3/4 gun with a 1/2 inch adapter. Let's hope we don't bust the socket. Great success. Now the bolt's out of there. We can grab the end bit of the link, put him over here on the ute, grab the knockometer, and just give it a couple of taps. Might need to put the phone down for this one. It's actually always better to start on the inside one anyway. 1. And now for this one. Now I'm lucky because I've got them off. I can come around to this other side and the links are in the exact position that I need to do the same thing. Righto, now that side's the same as the other side. We'll jump in and drive it forward and then drive it backwards, roll these up, and then we'll do the same to the front. So we'll just drive it forwards first and let these ones fall off. One on the right's gone, now this one on the left. Like that. And then we reverse to get the back side off. Like that. Now I'll drive forwards again and I'll pick them up. And when I do this one, I like to roll them up into a nice little ball so that they're easier to transport. I'll start off by grabbing this end here and I just roll them like that, about that size. I like it. Then I grab this part here and I roll again. And then again, and so on and so forth until you've got 2 nice little bundles. And I'll just pick these ones up now. I'll just put them over next to the fire unit for now, while I undo the front tracks. Not as lucky on the front ones. I've got the link in the middle on the right hand side. Then come around to the left, there's no link. So I'll just have to do these ones individually. Alright, so I got that side done, and I've just noticed on this left hand side, even though I've got to do them individually, this link is only on the corner. So I'm just going to drive backwards and let that back tyre roll off. And when it's done that, that should be in the middle. I just back that just enough to let that fall off, like that. Come around this side, and that part there's nearly in the middle. We'll just get him in the middle. Beautiful. All right, this time I'm going to go forwards and get that one off. And I should be able to get this one off as well by going forwards. That one's off. And now we'll get this one off by going backwards. And it's sort of wrapped up around itself a bit. Righto, and now we'll do the same. Roll them up into 2 little bundles, but we'll put it all on the bunk now. It looks a bit naked now. So before I drive around to the next block, I'm just going to make sure that none of these track links are rubbing on any of the tyres on the inside, which they shouldn't be. We'll just check this other side. Make sure that the tracked load is all secure. Same as in there. Nothing's come through, rubbing on tyres or anything. So we'll be right to drive around to the new block now. Now, for anyone that was interested, these tracks weigh about 1 tonne each. So I've got about 4.5 tonne of weight on the back there with the fire unit as well. And now we get to drive to the next block. Nice and smooth compared to when I've got the tracks on. I just hope that the stuff on the back stays where it is. It does seem as though it's going to be okay though. We'll see. Alright, we have arrived at our destination and nothing fell off. How good's that? So this is the road lining. All these trees were overhanging this edge track and the same down here. So all this is going to be a haul road now, once we get all the wood off it. Now we get to play Spot It, seeing if there's any cars coming for the harvester. So I've just got to watch out, make sure that there's no cars coming, because I've got the harvester in here behind me, and quite obviously less than 2 tree lengths away from the road. And yeah, this isn't a very populated road, so we probably won't even see any cars, but just in case. It's the risk assessment, you know, could it happen? Well, maybe, so we'll just play it safe. We don't want any squished cars today.
Sounds good.
And this road's all cleaned out now, so we can just high range it up there. A little bit bumpy, but a lot better than having tracks on and only being able to do 6 kilometres an hour. Here's one of the little landings here that will all have rock in it when we come back to thin the block.